Welcome back. My name is Cameron Carrico, and today I'm going to be giving you a walkthrough and showing you how to use and create a Google form. So the first step is obviously finding Google Forms. I think a lot of people don't actually know how to find them, so that's going to be the first thing we're going to go through. So I'm here on the Google homepage, and there's two ways to find it actually. So the first, you're going to come up to the top right, and you're going to click the square in the apps, and you're going to go down to Drive. And then from there, you would come to here, hit New, and click Google Forms there. Or back at the Google homepage, go to the top. Instead of going to Drive, you can go all the way down and click there, straight to Forms. Now, once we're here, a few different things. There's Template Gallery, which is for specific things such as party invite or a t-shirt sign up. But for mine, we're just going to use the plain Jane one. Give it a second to load, and here we go. So the most important thing, well, not the most important thing, but the first important thing to do, in my opinion, is to go ahead and title it. I'm going to title it a freshman form for kinesiology. And that way, if you've created multiple, it's going to be easy to find instead of accidentally being just untitled form. And as you see, it puts it there for you. So for this example, I'm going to make a form for incoming freshmen to see if they would be interested in a field for kinesiology. And the first thing I would like to do is to get just to go ahead and get whoever's answering general information. So we're going to put their name, just like so, short answer. I'm going to add a question. Also would put their school email, like so, short answer. And you come to the add question like I did before, and it adds the next one. Something important to note, especially for most of your questions you're going to ask, make sure you come down here and hit required. That way, before they X out, they have to make sure they answer these in order to submit. The next thing we're going to be going over is I'm going to ask their interests or their hobbies. So simple as that. You just type in, what are some of your interests / hobbies? And we're going to say list 3. That way they just give you a little bit more than just video games or something of the nature. And once you type that out, there's multiple different question style you can do. Obviously the ones up top are short answer. This one you probably use paragraph. That way they can type in more information depending on how much they want to give you. There's a multiple choice option, which I'll show you in just a second. Check boxes are for those multiple choice questions that have more than one answer to them. Let's say, what sports did you play in high school? I would use a check box. If we're going to use specific examples like basketball, baseball, football, I'd use that because a lot of people play more than one. And a few others like drop down, there's scales, multiple choice, stuff like that. And time and date, which we'll also use in just a second. Okay, so after that, we'll make sure you hit required and add the next question, which would be to kind of just get a scale if they're actually interested in sports further than just the hobby. Let's ask them if they participate in any sports or clubs near high school. So simple as that. Just type it out. Did you participate? And yeah, autocorrect is definitely my friend. In any sports or clubs in high school, like so. And then for here, and I'm gonna say if so, list them. So if so, actually no, we'll just leave it up. We'll just leave it up to this. So what I'll do, you can either, since this is a multiple choice question, since we're going with that, you can either click here and type in all the ones you want, or it has the yes, no, maybe already here in the suggestions. So you could just add that and it's yes, no, or maybe. But maybe is not really an option here. So let's just go with yes and no. And on to the next question, which would be if they plan on joining any clubs, organizations, teams, even in college. So, do you plan on joining, not going, joining any clubs, organizations, or teams in college, like so? And again, where I have a multiple choice, yes, no, maybe. And again, I always go through and make sure I hit required on both of those. Make sure I did it there as well. All right, and then my final questions would be, this is more like the interaction side of it, like more interaction, personal interaction, would be, could we meet up? Could we meet up and discuss your major? And then again, multiple choice, so we're just gonna put yes or no. And no, like so. It just added it for me. And then the last one, I'm gonna require this one. And then next, if yes, please select the time or date. Select the time and date. Select a time and date. And now to do that, to put a time and date, it already had it up here, but what I would do is you come down here to by required and click include time. That way it's an exact, like they give you an exact point in your schedule to where you can meet up with them. I feel like that's important just because, well, both of these questions are important because if they're interested in learning more about it, they're probably going to want to talk to somebody about it, and you can be that for them. And now the last thing you want to do, obviously, after you've created a form is get it out to the people, you know? So with doing that, there's a few ways you can do it. The easiest way, obviously, is you come up here into send, and you can either type out as many emails, whoever you want to. And also, like something I think is important is once you type out those emails. So I'll send it to myself. So C00490-907 at Louisiana.edu for an example, just for an example. And I would encourage you to include the form in the email. That way, instead of having to click something else, it's just already in their face and they can just scroll down. You can also copy the link and send it to somebody, or you can either share it through Facebook or Twitter over here. And this is just an embedded file. So if you're posting it to like a forum or some sort, it'll just pop up in there as a photo. But we're just gonna go here. We're actually gonna go ahead and send that, and then I'll show you through Outlook, which is my email. I just got the notification right there. My bad. We're gonna open it up, and it's gonna be right there, just like that. And I would obviously type in all my information, and once you get done with all that, it would be just as simple as hitting submit. And I'll go ahead and fill this out and show you how it looks afterwards. Alright, and we're back. So I went ahead and just filled out the responses, and it's as simple as once someone responds to you, you just come up here to responses, and it's right there. And I just went through some just the little things, and you see it'll show like once multiple people respond, like for these multiple choice, it'll give you a pie chart to show how many people said this and that, and then you could go to individual and see the different answers from people. So if multiple people, it would be multiple different things. Well, I think that's about it. I hope this helps everyone out, and I'll see y'all later.